have you ever heard the term right message, wrong messenger? Okay. And if you had, is it a possibility that that's you? You're actually the one who's the wrong messenger, okay? Because what you talk about in your image, they are two positive magnets repelling each other. Like they are not in alignment at all. And you believe that because your intentions are pure or you're doing business well or you're right hearted, right in the heart and mind, that you think that that's enough, right? Meanwhile, in order for a business, a message, or something to actually gain traction and movement, it has to land and resonate with the people. They have to want it. And it can be really hard for the people to want it and resonate, and the message resonate with them if it's packaged janky, if it's not packaged well, if it's packaged the opposite of what it is, right? And so for a lot of you, that is your image. I'm watching many of you not use your image, your style, your physical body to help propel the message in the business. And whether the business is a product, a service, a book, a church, a message, a philosophy, it could just be you. It could just be you, right? We got influencers, like whatever it is, the image has to align, right? So it's why it is why, let's say you're on the street and you meet someone who is unhoused. I don't know if you've ever seen any of these videos online. And that person who is unhoused is sharing something that's like, oh, this is quite deep. This is quite, wow, this is something about this is sounds good. But your brain wrestles to recognize, like, is this real, is this not, like, I don't understand, who is this person, like, it's, you have too many question marks. But if that person were on that same street being interviewed and they had on what appeared to be a suit, if they looked like a professor, if they looked like something else, when they said that message, you would instantly, your brain would be like, yeah, yeah, I get it. That is the same thing happening every single day. People have a powerful message, word, business, etc., and they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, it's good, so it doesn't matter how our package is. It doesn't matter how I look. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who said that? Who said that? It wasn't us. It wasn't human society. It wasn't all of the psychology tests and I mean, I was talking about a test that they did at Harvard about image. Like, all of these things live in our existence. We have a 7-second rule that is this, in under 7 seconds the human mind has already preconceived and judged the situation and the people, right? Like, that is a tactic of survival. But you want to tell us that, oh, nobody cares if I look good or I dress. No, 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 no. We probably can't talk about it anymore. We as a society, we've backed away from really talking about image and people's image. And it gets like, we kind of go hands off more and more and more. But yet, our minds psychologically are still doing the judging. Still doing the judging, which is why I just gave you a perfect example. If somebody came up to you, well dressed woman in a pencil skirt and a blazer, and she asked you for something, anything, and then in the same token, in the same breath, you go around the corner, somebody who looks sketchy to you asks you the same question or asks you for the same thing, different responses. Because we are always, and I mean always, judging the package, whether we want to admit it or not. It's what makes us look at someone and say, are they a scammer? Are they sketchy? Are they okay? And the next person's like, oh wow, they look safe, they look wholesome, they look attractive, they look hot, they look all the things. All of the things we are always judging. So if you care about your message, hold it, more than you care about your comfort or your ego, then you will package yourself well before you go on that next talk, interview, meet, anything that has to do with this message and this product and this service and this business or you that you care about. Now, if you find yourself saying, well, why should they care, or I don't care how people judge me, that's okay. That's okay. You have the right. But do understand that that also signifies that you care about your ego more than you care about the message and it landing and resonating with the people that you say you want it to land on, right? So think about this. If you're in a relationship, any kind of relationship, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like your best friend, your sister, etc. And let's say you want to tell her something that like might be like a little hard to hear, but you really want her to hear it because you think it'll affect her and impact her positively, right? If you care about your sister or your best friend hearing this, or your partner or whoever hearing this and receiving it and changing and impacting their lives, then you're going to find a way to say it well, right? You are going to find a way to package it, sandwich it, right? There's a sandwich, um, uh, what do they call it? It's like a sandwiching thing where when you want to talk to someone, you kind of start off nice and then you kind of hit them a little heavy and then you try to end it nice again. You would package that message to that person well because you want them to receive it. Now, if you didn't really care if they received it or not, you just want to get it off your chest because you cared about your ego, which is again okay. But if you care more about your ego in that instance, you'll just say, however, well, that's why. Da, da, da. It's like, well, that person's definitely not going to receive that well because you said it so nasty, so harshly. So, that person definitely didn't receive it, but you got to get it off your chest. So if you care about your ego more, then you won't care about how it's packaged because you don't really care if it lands well. You just care that it's out. I did what I had to do. Same thing. Same thing for your business. Same thing for your service. Same thing for you as a human being trying to navigate through growing through your career, dating, whatever. In all of those facets and mediums and lanes, how you package it is how people are going to receive it. So if you are thinking, well, I just want to be comfortable and I care more about my comfort versus whether or not this person receives it or believes it or whatever, then that's okay. But please do not be mad when the people who choose to go the extra mile and package themselves in a way that they know that their audience can receive it and digest it and take it in and want to willingly. Don't be mad when they are leaps and bounds ahead of you in the dating realm, in your career, in your business, whatever. You can't be mad. I recently talked about somebody who I think does this really, really well. There's a lot of people. Um, Somebody who I think does this really, really well is Sarah Jakes Roberts. Sarah Jakes Roberts is a Christian preacher. And yet, every year, her audience grows more and more and more because she comes across in a way that feels cool, wise, powerful, yet approachable. And then her image is really strong and captivating. So, if nothing else, you'll stop and scroll because she looks really cool. The, the eyes are like, oh, wow, that looks good. And then start hearing her and you're like, oh, that sounds good. And her imagery matches the words and the energy, all of it matches. And so it's so easy to lock into that. I want the same for you. I want that whatever you've been working on, whether you are preaching like Sarah Jakes Roberts, or you have a book, or you have a service, or you're now freshly on the dating scene and it's been a while, whatever it is that your messaging is, I want you to be able to get what you want out of this whole situation. But if you care more about being comfy, if you care more about being cozy, if you care more about like what you know, which is like maybe all you know is a black shirt and some jeans, like if that's all you know, then okay. But let's put down the goals, the high list of these big, vision board goals. Let's put that down. And let's focus on what the comfortable things can get us. Let's just be okay with what that gets us. Because it's definitely not going to get you the stages, the big rooms where now people are all connecting and easily reading you and understanding you. And it's not going to get you to the place where you're attracting the kind of guy or woman that you would want to be dating. No, you're going to attract dusty people. You're going to attract people who also are trying to just be comfortable and easy and jazzy. And okay. But the second that you start aiming and elevating and reaching for more, and you start getting in alignment with what you say you want, is the moment that your life will change, because your message or your goal will finally be in alignment with what you say you want and how you appear as, and you'll be fully using your image as a tool, as a business tool. That's what I want for you. Okay? It's 2025. It's not too late. We've got a couple more months left of this year. But no matter when you're watching this, it's never too late. Just do not count yourself out. And if you need any help with your image, I'd be happy to help you. I've been a personal stylist for over a decade, helping clients find love, make more money over and over again, and grow their business and their visibility. And if you want to get started, we start with a consultation. Go ahead and send an email to contact@acreativecliche. Until next time, toodles.